Our next guest represents the Lone Star State in Congress. Please welcome Texas Congressman Roger Williams. Congressman, really appreciate your taking the time to speak with us this morning.
Thank you.
You bet.
Congressman, can you give us an update or what's happening from your viewpoint?
Well, I think, first of all, Governor Abbott's done a fantastic job. The part of public safety, everybody from the federal government right on down, they kind of showed that Texas can get their act together when they need to. But, it's still, in a lot of people's mind, it's still search and rescue, although the time has gone by a little bit for rescuing. But, the numbers just continue to get larger. It's a catastrophe that like we've never seen before. And our heart goes out. I mean, our hearts bleed every time you look at some of the reporting and so forth. So I think where we are is to continue to pray with these families and for the victims, and get to recover everyone that we can. And Governor Abbott said everyone would be recovered, and that's the way it should be. So we're praying for everybody and to see if we can't get life back together and remember those that we've lost and move forward.
Yeah, Congressman, the president is expected to be in your state on Friday. And in terms of what we're hearing from the mainstream media, especially from the Democrats, there's a lot of finger pointing going on, a lot of blame. Your reaction to some of this?
I think it's ridiculous. I mean, but why would you want to blame people in the middle of a recovery period of actually saving hundreds of lives? I mean, they make it political. I mean, nobody believes that this was a Donald Trump storm, for crying out loud. This is Mother Nature, and we see that a lot in Texas. But that just shows you where they are. I mean, where's their heart? Where's their soul? To even be able to say that. And so I'm pretty disappointed in my colleagues and anybody else who wants to believe it's a Donald Trump storm, it's a Texas storm. It's just not right. We have to remember these victims and their families and love on them.
Absolutely. It's not about politics. It's about the red, white, and blue. It's about looking out for our fellow Americans. And on that note, are there any organizations that you would recommend our viewers get involved with in order to help, whether they donate, whether they actually show up and help their fellow citizens try to actually restore what they've lost, and also those individuals who lost, a loved one, especially children, console them and actually give them some level of hope to move forward, to live another day.
Yeah, that's great. There's a lot of people volunteering down there, some great stories. Salvation Army, of course, is down there doing what they do. Many pastors are down there. Many people are helping people pray and get through this. But I think, and the state of Texas has a website you can go to give money. So there's some good solutions out there. I saw last night what Salvation Army is doing. They're doing fantastic work. Red Cross, et cetera. So there's opportunities to give sweat, energy, and treasure if people choose to do so.
Congressman, what are some of the biggest obstacles you foresee that might be on the horizon in the upcoming days?
Well, I mean, the obstacles, of course, you look at the devastation, you got to sort through that. And, of course, there's going to be more rain more than likely. You've got to deal with that. But these people that are doing the search and rescue are, needless to say, very professional. We've already seen some heroism coming out of there on these men and women saving people. So I think you'd call it an hour-by-hour situation. Take it as you see it. You can't control what's coming weather-wise, but I think that we're certainly prepared. We've seen that to recover those that may still need to be found.
Congressman, last time I checked, whether it be a hurricane, tornado, a storm, flooding situation, it doesn't check your registration card. Yeah. It just hits indiscriminately. With that said, how can the federal government actually, let's say, maybe do a triage, coordinate with states to do some type of risk assessment, so that way we know what are the high-risk events and locations, and put money to it to make sure that we can actually mitigate loss of life and loss of property to the extent possible?
Well, I know when I was Secretary of State of Texas, we did a lot of that, looking at maps and that sort of thing. And Texas is a unique place. I mean, we've got a lot of topography, a lot of weather to deal with. But I think that, again, I mean, it's going to be a natural thing for people to look at the Guadalupe River and where it runs and see how we can make it better so this does not happen again. But there again, there'll be a time for that. I don't believe the time is for that now. We all need to be behind these rescuers and trying to find these people that still are missing.
True, and at the same time, uphold our first responders who are working around the clock to actually find people, rescue people, and bring back some type of sense of normalcy during this disaster.
Yeah.
No question. God bless those people for sure.
Oh, most definitely. They're the true heroes. Congressman, what message do you have to people in your state, specifically those who have been directly affected?
Well, I think the message would be that continue to pray, continue to reach out. You know, Texas is unique. Texas is a huge state, as you know, but we also are Texans, and more likely we know the same people around the state. And many people have been touched by this from not only a family member, but a friend, an aunt, an uncle, a grandma, grandpa that someone knew or someone knew of. So it's kind of a big state has taken on a small town atmosphere to help people in need, whether it be a lady I saw making sandwiches for first responders yesterday, the preachers just standing there helping people pray and so forth. So Texas is big, but Texas is small, and Texas is great.
Well, we are praying for Texas and for you and for those in your state affected. We really appreciate your joining us. Congressman Roger Williams, thank you.
Thank you. God bless.
You too.